Hi, this is Karen. Welcome to my channel. Today's class, I'm going to teach you guys quadratic equation and graphing. So there are 4 topics I'm going to go over. The first one is X-intercepts. And then what are they? Then how can you find them for quadratic equation? And then number 2 is a vertex, and how would you find that also? Number 3 is how would you graph quadratic equation? And then the last one, how would you find the axis of symmetry? And then that's begin. If we have a ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0, that's which is quadratic equation. If the first coefficient number a, if it's bigger than 0, then the graph will be going up. If the a is less than 0, then the graph will be going down. Then let's look at one of the example here. If y equals to x plus 4 multiplied by x plus, let's say, 2, then what are the x-intercepts? X-intercepts are the points on x-axis. So any point, if it's on x-axis, then that means y equal to 0. So how can I find them? Just go ahead to set y to be 0, and then rewrite the whole thing, x plus 4 multiplied by x plus 2. So that means x plus 4 equal to 0, so that's x equal to negative 4. X plus 2 equal to 0 also, so x equal to negative 2. And then the vertex, the x-coordinate, would be the one in the middle of 2 x-intercepts. How can we find them? Just basically use the midpoint formula. Negative 4 plus negative 2, then we just divide it by 2. So which is negative 6 divided by 2, it's negative 3. Negative 3 is only the x part, so let's put down the vertex also, negative 2 and negative 4. So this is actually in the middle. Then how can we find the y part? All we need is go ahead to plug into the quadratic equation. So negative 3 plus 4 multiplied by negative 3 plus 2. So which is what? 1 times negative 1. Then it's actually negative 1. So y part is negative 1. So the vertex is actually negative 3, negative 1. That's our vertex for this example. So let's go ahead to graph this quadratic equation. We have these two x-intercepts already. So what about the vertex? Negative 3, negative 1 is over here. And also we know the graph is going up. So go ahead to just graph that this way. All right, very good. Then how can we find the axis of symmetry? And the axis of symmetry actually is in the middle, passing that the x part of vertex. This is x equal to negative 3. That's called our axis of symmetry. And then vertex is negative 3, negative 1. And then the x-intercept would be over here. It's x equal to negative 4 and also x equals to negative 2. So this basically I just covered the in quadratic equations, how can we find x-intercepts, how can we find vertex, how can we graph the quadratic equation, the last one, which is how do we find the axis of symmetry. So that's the end of the class. If you need any more help with related topics, please just leave the comments down below. Let me know. Thank you so much. See you next time.